alpha, it will come out. Like motion of charged particle in external magnetic field. So again, we have every class we do first recap. Okay, what AP sir is doing now, class? So he did the diamagnetic ratio, Gauss law, and magnetism. Very nice. Fifth chapter is almost completed, right? Okay, great. So when charged particle moves parallel to magnetic field, that was the first case. I'm not writing; it's written in your notebook. You just have to check in your notebook. It is there and revise it. When charged particle enters parallel or anti-parallel, the path is straight line, no force, no change in velocity, magnitude as well as direction. It will continue. Force does not act on it. It will move on a straight line path. Second condition, when charged particle enters perpendicular to magnetic field, when charged particle enters perpendicular to magnetic field, it moves on a circle, and the centripetal force required for circular motion is provided by the magnetic force. So it moves on a circle, R is equal to mv by qb when it enters perpendicular. और इसके फिर कुछ cases किए थे हमने angle of rotation वाले. Time taken to complete the circle is 2 pi m by q. Fine. So when charged particle enters from outside, if it is entering perpendicular to the boundary of magnetic field, it will have a line. It will form a semicircle. It will go back exactly in opposite direction, causing a 180-degree deviation. Charged particle goes in plus x, comes out in minus x. When the width of magnetic region is greater than the radius. This we did last class, I remember. And the next concept was if this thickness is very small, the magnetic field belongs only to a certain region of thickness d, not on the entire region. Magnetic field is existing only in a thickness d and charged particle enters. It goes in, start moving on a circular path, but then magnetic field vanishes, so it will be just an R. It will be having a deviation of angle theta, and where angle theta is given as sin theta is d by r. Rahul?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Sir, I'm fine.
Okay. Very nice. This we did last class. You write notes? Yeah.
Sir, I wasn't
Particle
there
goes-
the last class. I had that orientation.
Okay, you had that orientation. Fine. When charged particle enters into a magnetic field, there are two cases. It enters perpendicular to magnetic field, and the width of magnetic region is greater than the radius. It will complete a semicircle, goes back exactly opposite direction. Angle of deviation is 180 degrees. But when it enters into a region where thickness is very less than the radius, charged particle will come out at an angle theta, and where theta is given as sin inverse d by r. And then we also discussed how much time will it take to cross, how much time will it take to complete the magnetic field, come out of the magnetic region. Third situation was when charged particle enters at an angle alpha to the medium boundary, to the magnetic field boundary. Charged particle is entering into the magnetic field, but not perpendicularly at a certain angle alpha with respect to the boundary of magnetic field. You can check in your notes, maybe you can recall all these concepts we had already done. This is important, that's why I'm doing a quick recap. When a positive charge enters at certain angle alpha, there will be a magnetic force perpendicularly. It makes a circular arc, and then it comes out on the opposite on the other side, exactly at the same angle alpha. If it entered at alpha, it will come out at angle alpha, and the angle of deviation produced in the path of this charged particle was 2L. And then accordingly calculated how much is the time taken to cross. Because this also makes an angle 2 alpha at the center. So time taken to cross is 2 alpha by 2 pi times total time period. Right? So these cases we did already. Next is the helical path. I don't remember whether we did or not. Third case of motion of charged particle. When charged particle enters at certain angle to the magnetic field. Pehla tha, when it is a parallel to magnetic field, it moves in a straight line. Second, when it is perpendicular, it moves in a circle, semicircle, or circular arc. That depends upon how it has entered into the magnetic field inside. Third case, the charged particle is entering into the magnetic field at certain angle theta. When particle enters in magnetic field obliquely or at certain angle. Right? So there is a charged particle which is entering into the magnetic field, not along it, not perpendicular to it, at other some angle. We might have done the last class, but okay, once again the revision. Charged particle Q enters at an angle theta with respect to the magnetic field. So because of the velocity, the charged particle experience force. Two component of velocity, the force is experienced because of perpendicular component. That perpendicular component here will be V sin theta. The perpendicular component along the magnetic field is V cos theta, component perpendicular to magnetic field is V sin theta. Because of V sin theta, there will be a force, and Mr. Bharat, in which direction that force will act? On this particle, what is the direction of force acting on it? Direction of force is that. Use left hand. Don't get any random answer. First, use your hand, get the direction, and then give the answer. Yep. What is the direction of force on this charged particle? It is a positive charged particle going into the magnetic field itself with a velocity v sin theta. First finger, magnetic field, it's magnetic field, velocity towards positive charge, perpendicular velocity. Where is the perpendicular velocity? Up, upwards. So turn it upwards. Without shifting this, turn your middle finger up. Thumb is going into the plane. Into the plane. So the force is into the plane on this particle. It started moving inside on a circular path. That's the only possible path. If there is a force acting on the particle in magnetic field, it can move only on a uniform circular path that we already decided using the equation. So it started moving inside on a circular path, but it also has one more component v cos theta. So it goes inside but cannot join the same point on the circle. When it comes back, it has already moved slightly because of the other velocity component. It's a circle. If there is no v cos theta, it would have been continued circle only. Every time it completes a circle, there will be some displacement because of this parallel component of velocity. This path is a spring-like structure called as helical path. This shape is called helix. This path is called helical path. And the distance between these two planes, or the distance covered in one rotation, is defined as pitch. P stands for pitch. क्या हमने last class?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Man, I don't think we did this last class.
Okay.
This is something new.
Very nice. New.
Sir, this is looking something similar to a sine or a cos function, except that it's except that it is positioned slightly differently and not in a waveform.
What? What is sine and what is cos? It's not a sine.
So
This is a thing. It's a string line structure. Sine is this. This is sine. Right?
yeah,
It's not related to sine. It's not
that
related
looks similar. That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
Those two class looks very a little
No, not at all. They are not even a distinct related. Right? Okay. Not every curve is sine or cos. Circle बनाते walking move करा. That's it. It moves on a circular path, but cannot join like a spin. Yes. Circular cross section होगा इसका. अगर हम इसको side से देखते हैं, then we will see that this spring cross section is circle, and the radius of circular cross section is mv by qb. We will use that perpendicular one. Perpendicular component is v sin theta. So mv sin theta by qb. That is the radius of its circular cross section. When this particle takes one rotation, in one complete rotation, the distance covered along the magnetic field in one rotation is called as pitch. Which is the distance covered along the magnetic field in one complete rotation or one time period. Distance covered in one time period along the magnetic field or due to the parallel component of velocity. So pitch is because of the parallel component, that's v cos theta, the time of one rotation time is capital T, which is 2 pi m by q. So v cos theta multiplied by 2 pi m by q, itne time mein it will cover one complete. That distance is called pitch, and it will be uniform because that velocity is constant. So the third case is when charged particle is entering at certain angle, it will be moving on a helical path, which is also practically observed close to the Earth's pole. Northern pole and southern pole, Earth magnetic field. What is the direction of Earth's magnetic field? What is the direction of Earth's magnetic field? Rahul, what is the direction of Earth's magnetic field? Any idea? Earth की magnetic field की direction क्या है? This is the Earth. North pole and south pole. What is the direction of Earth's magnetic field? पढ़ चुके हो तो क्लास में यार equation की. Yes. What's the direction of Earth's magnetic field? Arnav? Not done yet?
So it's downward from the North Pole.
From south to north. That is the direction from south pole to north pole. That is the Earth magnetic field direction.
I meant like inside the Earth, it's from north to south.
Huh? That's why normal magnet is from north to south, but inside the Earth, it is from south to north. And there is some reason behind it that we'll discuss in the next chapter. Why it is from south to north. So, yes.
So this is looking similar to the magnetic field lines of a bar magnet.
This is magnetic field line of Earth.
So I'm saying that it's similar to bar magnet.
Yes, absolutely. Now, where is the helical path? Because of the rotation of Earth, Earth is rotating from west to east direction. All the ions and charge present in the ionosphere also rotate with it. And when they rotate, they strike this magnetic field at certain angle because that magnetic field is also inclined already. So when that charged particle strikes this magnetic field, it will be at certain angle. As a result, it start moving on a helical path on this magnetic field. Right? Now let's say what happens, what natural phenomena does it make? Behave. What happens with this? Behave. Here चार्ज पार्टिकल अगर ये क्या है चार्ज पार्टिकल कौन से ionosphere is ions made up of ions and the charge is rotating and rotating charge particle as it enters into the earth's atmosphere. Earth's magnetic field make it rotate.
So it got muted.
So where it moves on a certain angle, it follows a helical path. Helical path means charge particle is accelerated. So what phenomena does it make? Because of the rotation, charge particle has certain acceleration, and according to electromagnetic wave theory of radiation, every accelerating charge particle will radiate energy or radiation. So यहाँ से radiations निकलना start होते हैं, and those radiations, some of them belong to the green color of visible light. Right? That's why there is a green color light in the sky near the North Pole and similarly close to the South Pole also. Aurora Borealis,
aka northern light, northern or southern lights.
yes, northern and southern light, and the name is Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis. एक ऑस्ट्रेलिया दिखता है दूसरा okay, right? So that one is also associated with the same helical path. And another application of the same concept is that same concept means the motion of charged particle. In space, there are very highly energetic cosmic particles, so highly energetic that they can penetrate the whole Earth, and they can penetrate our body, and we will be vaporized. That's such a high energy.
UV light.
Not UV light, gamma rays. Talking about gamma, which will cause the skin cancer, disease, and whole burning hole in your body. So those charged particles will be reverted back by this magnetic interference, and like this last case that we did, angular radiation. So when it enters into the Earth's magnetic field, it will be thrown back to the space. It is not able to enter into the Earth's atmosphere, and that's why it cannot produce any harm. Right? So Earth's magnetic field has this very important role to play, protect us from the highly energetic cosmic charged particles, as well as it also helps in blood circulation. Blood has hemoglobin, hemoglobin has iron, so that affects a little bit, and the vascular transfer is also based on motion of charged particle inside the magnetic field. Straight line if it is parallel, entering parallel or anti-parallel, circle if it is entering perpendicular, helical if it is entering at certain angle theta. Next case is when there is both electric as well as magnetic field present, then we'll analyze what will happen to the charged particle, what forces will be acting on it, and what are the possible paths. When electromagnetic field is present, electromagnetic field has both the component electric as well as magnetic, or we can have a separate electric and magnetic field. The force that is exerted on a body is resultant of the two. Electric field, magnetic field, both acting on the body, and that causes a overall Lorentz force. Lorentz forces, the resultant force acting in the presence of electromagnetic field when both electric as well as magnetic field is present. Right? When both electric and magnetic field is present, electric field, whether charge is moving or not, in any scenario it will exert force. Magnetic field can exert force only when charge is in motion. When charged particle moves in a region having both electric and magnetic field. So when charged particle is entering into the region which has both electric as well as magnetic field, it will have two forces. One because of the electric field, Fe is electric field force and Fm is magnetic field force. Electric field force formula is QE, magnetic field force formula is Q into V cross B. Charged particle entered into the region having both the type of field, it will experience two forces on the particle. QE is called electric field component of Lorentz force. QV cross B is called magnetic field component magnetic force. So QV cross B can be called as Lorentz force when electric field is not present. That is the total force. You can also write it as Q into E plus V cross B. General formula for net force acting on the charged particle when it is going inside a region having both electric as well as magnetic field. Now, so there are many possibilities. Many possibilities means electric field, magnetic field, same direction. Charged particle is perpendicular to them. Electric field, magnetic field. So हम सबको करेंगे नहीं because that requires very complicated math. Electric field and magnetic field in same direction. Charged particle is perpendicular to them. Electric magnetic field perpendicular. Charged particle is along the electric field or along the magnetic field. There are many possible cases. We will not analyze all of them. Some require a higher degree differential equation. Few of them are in the advanced levels, but not all of them. Right? Charge particle, electric field, magnetic field. में हम जिस केस को डिस्कस करेंगे अभी, that is a very specific case. Charge motion of charged particle when electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other, and charged particle enters perpendicular to both. So basically, all three are perpendicular to each other. Right? Motion of charged particle in a region having perpendicular electric and magnetic field, and when charged particle is also perpendicular to both electric as well as magnetic. Right. Next is motion of charged particle in a perpendicular electric and magnetic field. When it enters perpendicular to both. When it enters, where समझ में आ रहा है? Where Samir, और was So ये specific case है electric field magnetic field के सारे केस डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे. Some of them maybe we will discuss in the Friday class. When charged particle is entering into a region having both electric and magnetic field, we choose a special case when electric field is there, magnetic field is there, but they are perpendicular to each other. So in X, Y, Z plane, electric field is in Y direction, suppose. And the restroom. Sure. Magnetic field is toward the Z direction. And charged particle is entered along the positive X direction. Charged particle velocity is along the positive X. Now, we have to determine what is going to be the path of the charged particle, and we have to follow the condition for that. So, since it is a positive charge पे electric field का force electric field की direction में लगता है, that is QE. Electric field is in positive Y direction, so electric force will be in positive Y direction, and it will be Q times electric field forces QE in the direction of electric field. What about the direction of magnetic force? In which direction magnetic force act? Again, use left hand. Magnetic field है बाहर की तरफ, Z means out of the plane, velocity is towards right, thumb is coming downwards. So the magnetic force acting on this charged particle is downwards. Downward means toward the minus y direction, that is QVB. Perpendicular है तो sin 90 will become y. So when the particle enters, there are two possible forces. One is because of electric field, another is because of magnetic field. The possible path, there are three possible paths. If electric field is force is greater, charged particle will be deflected along the positive y direction or in the direction of electric field. This will be when QE is greater than QB. अगर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का फोर्स मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के फोर्स से ज्यादा हुआ तो ये चार्ज पार्टिकल ऊपर की तरफ डिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगा बिकॉज़ नेट फोर्स विल बी देयर इन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन। लाइकवाइज अगर ये दोनों फोर्सेस कैंसिल आउट हो जाते हैं QE is equal to QB तो इस चार्ज पार्टिकल को पता ही नहीं पड़ेगा कि कुछ था। the net force is zero and charged particle will go undeviated। this velocity से वो रिटर्न किया था with the same velocity it will continue moving in the same path। it will be undeviated as if there is no force acting on it। it जैसे आ रहा था वैसे ही चलता जाएगा। there will not be any deviation, there will not be any change in the velocity, magnitude or the direction। when charged particle enters, there is a possibility electric field is also there, magnetic field is also there, but net force is not there। net force becomes zero as both of them cancel out each other। third case is when electric field force is less than the magnetic field force, then the charged particle will be deviated towards the negative y-axis. Towards the negative y-axis. So this is the three possible path। इसमें से जो second वाला path है उसको हम use करते हैं to filter out a particle on the basis of their velocity, called as velocity selector or velocity filter। So if we have to filter out a particle, suppose velocity is velocity is 10 meters per second। So from this discussion, we can say when QE is equal to QBB, electric field force and magnetic field force are equal and they cancels out। if they cancel out, the condition effectively क्या बन गई? the V is equal to ratio of P by V। when the electric field to magnetic field ratio is equal to velocity of the charged particle in the perpendicular region, in a region no force acts on the particle। no force acts on the particle means it does not have any change in its path। the particle move on a straight line, it will move on a straight line path without any deviation। straight line without any deviation। So that case is used to filter a particle। अगर हमें suppose 10 meter per second वाले particle को filter करना है, so we will pass the bunch of the particle in the region having both perpendicular electric magnetic field, but we will keep electric and magnetic field such that the ratio is equal to 10। if ratio is 10, that 10 meter per second particle will be undeviated and it will come straight। rest all the particles will be deflected and it will be filtered out, right? So force zero on any particle does not necessarily means electric field is zero। electric field हो तब भी ऐसा हो सकता है कि net force zero हो जाए अगर magnetic field भी present है perpendicularly and they cancel out each other force, right? okay, but this velocity is only in one particular direction। like one particular means there are two possible perpendicular directions perpendicular to electric field as well as magnetic field, plus x as well as minus x, both are perpendicular। so we need to specify which perpendicular we are talking about, because suppose If in the same scenario the charged particle starts going towards -6, कंडीशन तो अभी भी सेटिस्फाई हो रही है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के परपेंडिकुलर है और वेलोसिटी दोनों की परपेंडिकुलर है। बट व्हाट इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फोर्स का? इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स का तो डायरेक्शन फील्ड में ही होता है, सो दैट डज नॉट हैव एनी चेंज, सेम एज बिफोर। व्हाट अबाउट द मैग्नेटिक फोर्स डायरेक्शन यूजिंग लेफ्ट हैंड रूल? मैग्नेटिक फील्ड बाहर की तरफ, वेलोसिटी लेफ्ट की तरफ, थंब इज स्टिल कमिंग अप, means the magnetic force is again up only, so they two are in the same direction, they cannot cancel, and the charged particle will be deflected in that direction. So not just perpendicular, we also have to specify which perpendicular direction. In vector form, if you let's try, electric field was J, magnetic field was K, then velocity is towards I. J cross K is I. So the direction of velocity vector must be along the vector E cross B. The direction of velocity vector must be E cross B. B cross E is also a perpendicular to both, but that will not give the zero force. Zero force is possible only when these two cancel out each other. Okay, right. So in vector form, this is also asked in 2010. G. What is the velocity vector for which the charged particle remains undeviated? Velocity लिखने के लिए क्या करते हैं? Magnitude. Magnitude तो आ गया E by B. किसी भी वेक्टर के लिए magnitude multiply by direction. How do we represent direction? Bharat?
Using positive and
ये हमने यहाँ पे एक सेंटेंस लिखा हुआ है, velocity vector must be along across. If you want to include this in this formula, that direction is across B. How we can include that? You didn't get the question. Speed अलग से कैलकुलेट कर लिए,
Yes.
डायरेक्शन अलग डिसाइड कर लिए, हम दोनों को मर्ज करके we have to make the velocity vector. How a vector is written? Magnitude as well as direction.
Yes.
Magnitude हो चुका है. E cross B की डायरेक्शन को कौन रिप्रेजेंट करेगा? Unit vector along E cross B. So the direction E cross B is represented by unit vector along the direction of E cross B.
so in short, E by B into E cross B vector.
E cross B whole and then unit vector. This cap symbol is for unit vector like So किसी भी वेक्टर का यूनिट वेक्टर कैलकुलेट करने का तरीका है वेक्टर डिवाइडेड बाय इट्स मैग्नीट्यूड. इट इज E cross B. मैग्नीट्यूड निकालोगे क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट का तो A cross B is AB sin theta since they are perpendicular. E gone sin 90 become 1. So if in any charged particle the velocity vector is given as E cross B by B square, then that particle will be undeviated, will not experience any force in the electric and magnetic field region. बताइए, understood? Any doubt? Velocity filter, velocity selector is the when electric field, magnetic field both are present and perpendicular to each other, charge particle is perpendicular to both of them. It is possible that charge particle does not experience any force and goes undefeated. Right? Yes. Okay. Next is another device called as cyclotron. This is also called as velocity filter. It is used to filter the charged particle on the basis of their velocities. Right. Next is cyclotron. कहने के लिए वो बोर्ड में शायद लास्ट से हटा दिया था, but in the MCQ it may be asked. So will not write mesh theory. पहले तो 5 मार्कर में अक्सर आता था मतलब every year kind of explain the working of cyclotron. We did one more particle accelerator in the electrostatics, Van de Graaff generator. याद है किसी को Van de Graaff generator?
I've heard of a Van de Graaff generator, but I don't really remember what it was.
Then what's the point of? Yes. Anyone? What about Van de Graaff generator? कुछ भी याद बची हो उसकी? What is Van de Graaff generator? For what purpose it is used? Yes. बिल्कुल नहीं. No one. Yeah. Van de Graaff generator क्या था? Is a particle accelerator. इसको हम use करते हैं strong electric field produce करने के लिए. Strong electric field. A strong electric field is used to accelerate the charged particle. Why do we need to accelerate particle? To carry out some particle experiment like changing the atomic structure, changing the atomic number, radiotherapy, radioisotopy effect, nuclear reaction. Yes. So the cyclotron is considered to be much better than the Van de Graaff generator. Where there is a risk of life. Van de Graaff जनरेटर में इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड धीरे धीरे बढ़ती जाती है और कब वो डाइलेक्ट्रिक स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा हो जाए वो पता नहीं पड़ेगा and then there will be spark, there will be lightning kind of environment in the room, so that will be very harmful. You will get the fatal shock.
Basically, the perfect environment to create a superhero.
Avada?
Basically, the perfect environment to create a superhero.
I'm not getting your voice clearly. Come again.
I said basically it's the perfect environment to create a superhero.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Next is cyclotron. Cyclotron क्या है? It's a particle accelerator. It is a device used to accelerate the particle, charged particle. It is a device used to accelerate the charged particle. अब वो कौन से particle को कर सकता है, कौन से particle को नहीं, वो भी हम discuss करेंगे at the end of the class. And what is the concept behind it, and how it is much better than the Van de Graaff. All the points we discussed to accelerate the charged particle to high velocity. Lord Hadron Collider सुना है? Let's see. No? Anyone? Lord Hadron Collider?
I have heard of what a collider is, but not really sure what a Lord Hadron Collider is.
What is collider?
A collider is used to, used to nuclei to make a bigger nucleus.
Okay. Yes. So collider is nothing but a cyclotron. It is used to accelerate the particle so that it becomes so highly energetic that it can be absorbed into a nucleus. Lord Hadron Collider was supposed to produce such a high energy particle that it may create another big bang. That was a kind of assumption, but that didn't work out. Anyways, Large Hadron Collider was used still for some other purpose, but the idea was to create such a massive energy particle which can cause big bang in dark matter. Right? What is big bang?
Big Bang is like the explosion of stars, which creates new elements like gold, silver, etc.
Okay. Big Bang related the whole universe according to the Big Bang theory, the real theory, not the
Yeah, yeah,
illusion.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. साइक्लोट्रॉन का पर्पस क्या है? साइक्लोट्रॉन में कोई शॉक नहीं लगता. साइक्लोट्रॉन में हम यूज करते हैं मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. Size of cyclotron is very big as compared to Vatica, but it is quite safe to operate. So the biggest is I think 100-meter radius, 1 kilometer around diameter, right? Okay. So this is two semicircular metallic plates with a small gap in between. Two semicircular metallic plates, cut करके थोड़ा सा gap, and there is a exit port at the top for the particle to come out. And this is a 2D plate actually. This is not a sphere, it's just a plate. It is actually horizontal, but for your understanding viewpoint, it is kept vertical, but it will be like this. Now, a battery, a high voltage battery, and an oscillator. Oscillator का मतलब कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है जैसे ट्यूनिंग सर्किट होता है, रेडियो में वो घुमाते जाते हैं ट्यूनिंग हो जाती है. So oscillator is कुछ ऐसा ही काम है. Oscillator, the frequency that you put in the oscillator, उतनी frequency से ये इस voltage को oscillate करना start कर देगा, जिसके साथ भी connect हुआ है. इसको हम पढ़ेंगे in semiconductors, feedback oscillator it is called, right? These semicircular plates, because they look like the go to the parallax error. Okay. It's okay if it is symmetrical actually.
Sir, will cyclotron be coming for board exams?
In MCQ, some of the conceptual questions may come, yes, because there are some questions in the exemplar. So I think there is no reduced syllabus this year.
No, listen, we have this board exam. What is the
Yes.
Yeah,
This syllabus has not been reduced, right? Am I right?
divided into two parts.
Divided into two parts, but it has not been reduced. Like it was cut by 30% last year.
Cyclotron has been removed.
Uh-huh.
Cyclotron has been removed from our syllabus.
Cyclotron has been removed. Very nice. But we'll understand it from the concept point of view. दो metals की plate, ये जो metal की plates है, because they look like capital D, that's it is called D. That's the only reason it's called D, because it looks like capital D. Two metallic plates. This is the metallic semicircular plates with some gap in between. Connect it to a battery and oscillator. Oscillator frequency we can tune in, we can decide the frequency oscillator is on. The particle which has to be accelerated is kept at the center. Particle, let's say some positive charge particle is kept at the center of the cyclotron device. Since this is a metal, हर एक जगह का potential same होगा and it will be seen as the positive potential of the battery terminal. So this is high potential, this is low potential. From high to low, there will be an electric field established in the gap. And this electric field is going to be very strong. Why? Why this electric field is going to be very strong? Because the gap is very small. E is equal to delta V by delta R. Smaller the gap, more will be the strength of the electric field, due to which it requires sufficient high velocity. मतलब थोड़ी सी आदत है वैसे तो डिस्टेंस बहुत ही कम है. Because it was at rest due to the electric field, there will be a force, acceleration, require velocity. So when it enters into the right side of metallic D, there will be a speed or velocity required by it. Inside these plates or metallic Ds, we apply a magnetic field coming in out of the plane. Magnetic field is present only inside these plates, and that magnetic field is kept in out of the plane direction. So, what is the direction of force on this particle? Use left hand bullet. What's the direction of force here on this particle? Magnetic field is out of the plane. Yep. What is the direction of force? Well, velocity is force, right?
The downwards.
Start with index finger. Fix it. Oh, sorry, it's outwards. Fix it. And then your middle finger, open it. Middle fingers. Yes. It has to be in the direction of the velocity. In which direction particle is moving towards right? So rotate your middle finger towards the velocity. Yes. No. So middle finger towards. So that's with your wrist. Okay, I'll show it from your wrist. If you are like this, magnetic field, velocity, thumb is downwards. So it's outwards. Yes. Here is going up. Magnetic field is out of the plane, velocity is towards right, thumb is downwards. So it's like this, and then this should be this side. I doubt whether that's even possible. So you have changed your position, don't make your wrist. Okay, so that's why I'll put it like this. When you feel out of the plane, now you turn your finger towards right side. Thumb is downwards. Yes, downwards. Okay. So force is acting downwards. Another even better was V cross B. Velocity is towards right, magnetic field is outwards. Velocity to magnetic field, thumb is down, it is downwards. Yes. Convinced? Okay. Yes. Force नीचे, that means it starts moving on ये बाहर से आ रहा है, so maximum it can move on a semicircle. Because of the small velocity required, इसकी speed भी थोड़ी कम है, इसलिए radius भी छोटी होगी, but it will perform a semicircle. It will make a semicircle and come out from the other direction. Now, the oscillator frequency is tuned to the same as the frequency of charged particle. Charged particle का time period होता है 2 pi m by qb. So frequency is 1 by time period, which is qb by 2 pi m. Correct? When charged particle comes out, the oscillator plays the same role. जितना टाइम लगता है charged particle को turn होने में, in the same time it reverses the polarity of battery or the direction of electric field. If it was plus V, now it becomes minus V. Exactly the same time after period T by Q. Right? जितना टाइम लगता है चार्ज पार्टिकल को अंदर से बाहर निकलने में, उतने देर में ऑसिलेटर ने इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की डायरेक्शन चेंज कर दी. It is reverse in direction. So another question comes that why we don't use AC directly. Alternating current use कर सकते हैं, उसमें तो ऐसी होता है डायरेक्शन चेंज होती रहती है. But the problem is the AC frequency is very high, 50 times in 1 second. So such a high speed is not possible for the charged particle initially.
So that's why a transformer is used to convert AC to DC.
Transformer does not convert AC to DC. But again, transformer only step up or step down the potential or the DC voltage. AC to DC conversion is a different process. In semiconductors अब इसका फायदा क्या हुआ, जितनी देर में चार्ज पार्टिकल ने टर्न किया उतनी देर में इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड में वापस टर्न हो गई. So when the charge particle comes out, it again find electric field in the same direction. So means it will again have the acceleration. So it will again have increase in velocity. जब ये लेफ्ट साइड वाले डी में जाएगा इसकी स्पीड पहले से बढ़ चुकी है, and that's why it will make a slightly bigger circle, and in the same time it takes turn, electric field is again reversed. So because of this matching frequency, every time charge particle come out of this metallic D region, electric field and velocity will be same direction, so it will be accelerated and the speed increases, but time taken is same. That was the principle. हमने किया था time period of every charge particle when it moves on a circle is independent of velocity. Every time the half semicircle time taken is same, it does not depend with what speed it is moving. So principle is time period of charge particle is independent of velocity. Time period of charge particle is independent of velocity. Right? It is independent of velocity, इसलिए हर बार इसको सेम टाइम लगता है, इसलिए जो फ्रीक्वेंसी पे हमने सेट कर दिया हर बार जब ये बाहर निकलेगा इट विल रिक्वायर. अब कितनी एनर्जी चाहिए हमें उससे कैसे डिसाइड होगा, हाउ मच एनर्जी इट इज रिक्वायरिंग will be decided by how many times it is crossing the gap. एनर्जी बढ़ कर रही है केवल इस गैप में, बाकी इसमें केवल डायरेक्शन चेंज होगी, only the direction is changed by the metallic D. So if we want more energy, इसका साइज बड़ा कर दो so that more times it crosses the electric field region. If suppose the radius of this D is capital R, when the particle is coming out, it will be at the maximum radius circle. Velocity at the exit port, velocity at exit, we can find out by using the R is equal to mv formula, mv by qv. Charged particle comes out of this magnetic this metallic field with a speed of qvr by. इससे एनर्जी निकाल लेते हैं, एनर्जी कितनी मिली इस पार्टिकल को, हाफ mv स्क्वायर. So radius बड़ी कर देते हैं, we will get more energy. Only साइड बढ़ाना है, कहीं पे कोई रिस्क नहीं है, there is no shock, there is no electric field involved, there is no charge involved. Q square v square r square by 2. This is kinetic energy of the particle. So that's the concept of cyclotron. Conceptual question: can we accelerate negative charge particle as well? Using cyclotron, can we accelerate negative charge particle? Yes or no? If no, then why not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Negative charge particle को accelerate कर सकते हैं. Do you have other class? Chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry class.
I think chemistry class has been shifted to weekends, as I was told. Now,
Yes, sir.
so you are already in, I think, weekend batch of chemistry.
Yes, sir. I'm in weekend batch.
Yes. Sir told me that he has merged the two batches together Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
So this Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Is it so, Rahul? Rahul?
सर पता नहीं सर, मैंने एक्चुअली ज्वाइन नहीं की.
अच्छा लास्ट क्लास आपने ज्वाइन नहीं की है.
Sir, I don't think the negative charge can be accelerated. Give, I think given it has a very small mass, so it's
Okay, yes, you're in the right direction. Given that has a small mass, so
So it's so it may just so because it has a very small mass, it can go off into a tangential space.
that also will follow a circular path. By tangential, it is moving in a magnetic field only. Magnetic field charge particle
Because-
on a circle.
Because negative charge will be moved. Is it related to like basis of electrostatics? Like positive means it will be going out and negative it will be coming in.
If you want to say this, then you can create an exit code on the left side also. The direction of force is not a problem. Problem is mass. Positive charge is not created by the photons. Positive charge is by the absence of electron means nucleus is involved, atom is involved, the mass is high. Negative charge is always by the excess of some electron, and those electrons are the one which is moving. Electron has very less mass. प्रॉब्लम क्या होगी फिर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वजह से एक्सीलरेशन बहुत हाई होगा because of such a high electric field the acceleration is very high which causes electron speed to go very high within a very small time interval, and when the speed goes beyond the certain limit so that it becomes relativistic, the behavior of the particle changes, it becomes more like a wave or the energy particle. So mass becomes relativistic mass. Means electron speed increases closer to the speed of light, order of the speed of light, which causes the change in mass. If there is a change in mass, we also require to change the frequency of this oscillator. Since mass is changing, but we are not able to accommodate that frequency in the oscillator one. This condition that every time particle comes out, electric field will be in the same direction, that condition will not be fulfilled because time period has changed now due to the change in mass. Right?
Yes.
Electron के साथ problem नहीं है, problem है mass के साथ. So whether it is electron or it is a positron. इलेक्ट्रॉन पॉजिट्रॉन दोनों का मास सेम ही होता है, एक पे नेगेटिव चार्ज दूसरे पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज कैन नॉट बी सिग्निफिकेंट. Reason being because of its very small mass. Because of its very small mass. Since mass is very less, so velocity will be acquired very soon to the relativistic speeds, and then the frequency will not match. Right? This may happen in the positive charge particle also, and in the positive charge particle cases where the size is very big, then we keep a mechanism so that we can adjust synchronously the frequency of oscillator. That type of cyclotron is called synchrotron. Synchrotron is in which the frequency of the oscillator used in cyclotron is adjusted as per the change in mass of that particle and the frequency. Right? Okay. So this was related with the particle force on a charged particle, all the cases of path of particle, and then cyclotron is a device which works on that principle. Charged particle does not. Charged particle takes same time to complete one rotation, whatever be the velocity. Perfect. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next is magnetic force on a current carrying wire. Magnetic force on a current carrying wire. We did this in some batch. I think it was a Thursday, not in the weekend batch probably. Yes. The magnetic force on a current carrying wire plays in external magnetic field. External magnetic field में कोई दूसरा magnetic field का source अगर आ जाता है, then it applies, it exerts its own electric magnetic field that will exert force. Next is magnetic force on current carrying wire in external magnetic field. राइट। एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में वायर पे फोर्स लगता है, क्यों लगता है? Let me try to understand. रीजन क्या है? एक तो बिकॉज की अपनी खुद की फील्ड है और अपनी बाहर से both the field will exert force on each other and as a result the charged particles or the current carrying wire experience a force. But essentially if there is a current, it is because of what? Movement of free electrons inside the metal. पहली करंट का रीजन क्या है? इलेक्ट्रॉन का मूवमेंट, फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मूविंग inside the wire with certain velocity which we call as drift velocity. Fine. So in this wire, let's say wire is a straight wire of length L, cross section area A, and it carries current I. It has a current I and cross section area is capital A, length is L. It is kept at an angle theta with respect to the magnetic field. When the charged particle, which is electron in this case, move with a drift velocity. Electron की जो average velocity थी, जिसकी वजह से current flow करती है, that is drift velocity. So current का actual reason क्या है? Because of the movement of electron. So it becomes the same as the previous case. Current is nothing but movement of electron on moving charges per magnetic field exert force. So there will be a force on this moving charges. Right? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के फोर्स के लिए नेट चार्ज होना जरूरी है, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के लिए चार्ज कैसा भी हो, चार्ज का मोशन जरूरी है. Current is electric field, electron movement with the drift velocity, so we can apply that same formula. The magnetic force on the wire is due to the movement of electron. So yes,
Time is over.
my God. Good, it's over.
So you can check the watch.
Okay. Magnetic field exert force on the wire. But there is no class after this, then you are free. I am free. Let me confirm. Yeah, there is no chemistry class after this. Chemistry class is on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday because of the class with physics and all. So we can continue or
So, so we can.
go this one.
I have to go for English also. 7:30. Yeah, exactly.
Words. 90 volts field exert force on the wire due to moving electrons. Force का formula होता है Q into V. V here becomes Vd into V sin theta. Now Q is the total charge that we need to find out on all the electrons present. So electrons के लिए we had free electron density known for all the metal. Free electron density का मतलब number of free electrons per meter cube or per unit volume. A is the area, L is the length, so we can find the total number of electrons in this wire. अभी क्लास बोर्डिंग में क्या हुआ? तो ज़्यादा लग गया क्या?
I need some messages.
some that we left also. Yeah. Q is n number of electrons per unit volume into total volume. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन पे चार्ज होता है E के बराबर into VDB sin theta. Q is the total charge. इसको थोड़ा सा रिअरेंज कर लेते हैं n E A V D times L B sin theta. N E A V D is current, so I L B sin. The magnetic force on the current carrying wire is I L B sin theta. Rest will continue in next class. As this class is online only, brother. Okay. Yeah. ठीक है. Yes. Fine. Thank you. Yeah, sure. So, all classes will be online.